All right, Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. This is Aratazah from the Great Millstone Atlanta camp, all right, with another quick video. I just wanted to, chime in and do a response to this video that's floating around. Other brothers as well as elders have addressed this video clip that you see on your screen. I have it here for World Star Hip Hop. In the title, it says, "Deep White Community Kneels Down to Ask for Forgiveness as the Black Community Kneels Down to Join Them in Prayer." And this is in light of the situation at hand with all these different riots, these racial infused riots and protests. From the death of this guy George Floyd. Where the cop was kneeling on his neck and eventually killed him. It's basically fueled these riots. Even though we know it's all a sham and it's a setup, but it goes to show you, the point of this video is to show you that our people don't have a backbone, and they've still, after all these years, all right, they don't have a backbone, and they fail to acknowledge the elephant in the room, which is that they have an enemy, which is the so-called white man. All right, which you have these, which more than likely these are Christians. All right, which is why we attack Christianity so hard, is because it's leading our people down the wrong way. All right, and it's keeping them in this docile, weak state. Okay, and the so-called white man plays on that. Now I'm gonna play this video clip, and I'm gonna get a couple of scriptures. All right, I'm gonna try to be as fast as possible. All right, so here we go.
We know he's been God and he no longer can be here. In honor of his legacy, we're not rioting, God. We're not shaming anybody, God. We're just humbling ourselves before you.
Yes, Lord.
You brought the thunder and rain today, God, because Satan takes the L today. Father, in Jesus' name, you get the victory. Father, we ask for forgiveness from our black brothers and sisters for years and years of racism, of systematic racism. As you are the God of reconciliation, not only do we receive their repentance, but God, we repent as the black community for holding unforgiveness, for acting out of anger, for, Father God, failing our own community at times.
All right, so you just seen and heard the video. All right, you can check it out on your own. If the quality was kind of janky, you can go to World Star and watch it on your own. But you just saw, all right, that the moment right there, man, which really it pisses you off to see our people in this weak, such a forgiving, weak state, man. You're only supposed to forgive your brother, your fellow Israelite man. Okay, that's really in this truth. That's what Yahweh Shai mean when he said to love and forgive your enemies, not love and forgive the damn devil, all right, that's killing and oppressing your people, man. Okay, something that our people don't get and understand. Now I'm gonna hit the scriptures. This is the book of Job. All right, chapter 20 in verse 10. All right, this is dealing with the wicked, which the wicked in the Bible is the so-called white man, the Edomites. All right, Job 20 and 10. It says, "His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods." All right, so you see the so-called white man, trying to basically, kiss up to so-called black people. So he'll pray, he'll kneel down, he'll crouch down, he'll pray, he'll give them things, give them benefits, to try to get on the good side, or to try to appease them. All right, that's a prophecy in the scriptures. His children shall seek to please the poor. The poor represents you Israelites. And his hands shall restore their goods. Verse 11, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. All right, the Edomites are a sinful nation. All right. And to sin is to not regard or to keep the Lord statutes commandments of the Most High. Verse 12, though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. You see that? So the so-called white man speaks with a forked tongue. All right. Even though he speaks softly or sweetly to you, but his true intent is to overthrow and put you to death, man. 13, though he spare it, he forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. You see that? Basically the so-called white man can't be trusted. All right, you can't trust this damn devil, and it tells you that in many other scriptures. All right, I'm gonna get a few of them. I think that was the point on that. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus, the 12th chapter. Okay, and this particular verse or these verses fit that video clip to a T, man. Okay, and that's what you blacks, really all the tribes, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, but first and foremost, you so-called Negroes or so-called African Americans and blacks, you don't realize, all right, that the Bible gives you the game, all right, on how to deal with your enemy, man. Sirach or Ecclesiastes 12 and 10, it says, never trust thine enemy. All right, key word is never, man. Under any circumstances, you never trust the enemy. All right, which is who? Esau and other nations. It says, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, all right, the very thing you saw in that video, they were trying to come humble and they were what? They were crouching. Yet take good heed and beware of him, okay? Not sit there crying and sobbing and boo-hooing, nodding your head, bowing your head down. So-called white man is deceiving you, man. Verse 11 again, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. All right, yeah. So if you understand the nature of the so-called white man, you know that he's never going to be righteous. All right, he's never going to benefit you in no way. Okay, pursuant to the book of Ecclesiastes 1 and 15, where it's roughly paraphrased, it says, that which the Lord made crooked, no man can make straight. Okay, so the so-called white man, he was programmed and designed to be evil and wicked. Okay, verse 12, set him not by thee. All right, which our people do the total opposite. They set the so-called white man by them. They join themselves unto them. They cleave unto him, and they wonder why they get bit in the ass every time. It's going to go into that in the next verse. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. You see, it'll be too late then. All right. Once you realize that the men of the Lord been warning and telling you about this damn devil, it's going to come to the point where he's going to do exactly what the scriptures say, and you're going to remember them words, and you're going to be looking stupid. All right. Verse 13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? Okay. In this case, the serpent is a so-called white man. All right. A slick, treacherous individual. It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? Yeah. All right. The so-called white man, the Edomites, they have wild beast-like nature. Okay. 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? Right. So if you want to keep trying to befriend and you playing with the so-called white man, you want to attach yourself to his system and what he got going on. And then when he eventually bites you or stabs you in the back, all right, don't look for us to have pity and feel sorry for you, because we told you. All right, we told you that this man is nothing but the damn devil, man. Verse 15, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. Yeah, basically he don't have you Negroes in his best interest. He don't give a damn about you, man. Verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips. And you see that in that example of that in that video, calling himself so-called praying. But in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes. All right. Again, you saw that in that video. They were crying, sobbing. But if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. All right. And that's basically what's going on. All right. The so-called white man's MO is to kill you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But time and time again, you get caught in this trap because you want to be buddy with Esau. Verse 17, all right, I just finished the chapter out. It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, which basically you so-called Negroes is in a state of adversity right now. And it's only the beginning. And what's happening? You got the so-called white man there protesting, try to comfort you. It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. And again, man, like I mentioned earlier, the Bible, the Holy Bible, these scriptures gives us the game. All right, it gives us the breakdown, all right, on the mind of the so-called white man. This is describing him to a T in this situation. All right, it's beautiful, man. Verse 18, he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. Okay, so the point is what? Don't trust your enemy under any circumstances, man. Let's get another scripture. Psalms, let's see. I know Psalms 55. I think it's another one. Psalms 28:3. All right. Psalms 28, verse 3. Draw me not away with the wicked and the workers of iniquity, which speak peace to their neighbors, but mischief is in their heart. All right. Again, the so-called white man. He speaks with a forked tongue. He'll pray for you. He's saying about he want to kneel down and pray. It's all about peace, 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 love, and all that. Meanwhile, he's setting up to bring holy hell upon you, man. All right, Revelation 12. You're gonna come down with great wrath. Here it is. You thinking he is friend. He getting ready to stab you in the back. All right, you can't trust him under any circumstances. Verse 4. Give them according to their deeds and according to the wickedness of their endeavors. Give them after the work of their hands, render to them their desert. All right. So the so-called white man, eventually he's going to be destroyed. All right. At the end of the day. And all you so-called Negroes and Israelites that's joined with him, you're going to be destroyed too. All right. Pursuing Isaiah the 13th chapter. All right. Where it says what? Though hand join in hand, the wicked should not be unpunished. Matter of fact, it's another one I'm thinking about in Proverbs. Oh man, it slipped my mind. Basically, if you join to this devil, you're gonna have the same fate. You're gonna have the same judgment. All right. That was the point on that. Let's go to Psalms 55. And I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. All right. Psalms 55:21. And it reads the words. I started at 21. This is the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. All right. Speaking about the wicked, Esau. Okay. But war was in his heart. I mean, his true intent is to kill you, man. But he'll come sweet and delicately and, you know, very, very seductive and cunning and crafty, you know, just like a damn serpent, man. It says his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. All right. So, like as I mentioned earlier, the scriptures give you the game. But through Christianity, through the so-called plantation Christianity, you Negroes have this docile, weak state of mind, man, which the white man could straight up and obviously show you that he's the devil. But still, every single time, you got these Negroes that still forgive this man. All right, it's sickening. You know, like brother said on the comment board, man, it's sickening. It makes you, it's like, yo, what the hell is wrong with our people, man? You know, they truly is bugged out their damn mind. All right. So yeah, I just want to do this quick video real quick. All right, bring out a few points. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Bashem Rakak Dash. Low on to the next lesson. Shalom.